हाँ करो.
And but you get
South Indian filter coffee from your life.
okay, but you get bearable coffee from Beverage Junction.
We are live and
वो है ना सामने.
this is coffee tak, by the way.
Swiggy from Blue Tokai.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like Blue Tokai?
Yeah, very nice.
So we are Gujarati sab pe hogi bhari. Ricky
Ready?
Yes. Ricky Patel.
Hello.
Ricky Patel, you have been spamming me with Aaj Gujarat hogi bhari ever since I did my hockey live. What's happening with you today?
होगी भारी.
Yes.
Mic थोड़ा दूर रखें.
Yeah. And keep it closer to me also so that we can share.
Yes.
Yeah, sharing is caring.
Exactly.
Share some love. So there we can see the comments of all your comments, and that's how we take all your questions as well.
RR हल्ला बोल.
Yes.
People are definitely excited.
आज गुजरात होगी भारी.
Today, big news.
Yeah.
Sidhu Moosewala.
Oh yeah, he was so shocking. My husband, you know, is such a big fan. Although I never understood, you know, any of his songs.
Why?
I don't know that hate
Punjabi
Punjabi
stuff.
Although I am from a Punjabi background, but you know,
Yeah,
this guy
it's tough.
passing away is such a big shock.
No idea. It's all
I
Greek
don't
to
know,
me.
man.
And he was just 28.
So young, I know.
Yeah,
But
he's
you
huge.
know, that's
Do you know where I first heard about him? In the UK. Like people there said, you don't know. I mean, I'm talking about Indian, British, and he was pretty big. And that's what I heard. I said, no, I have never heard his songs. Nothing. He said, hey, he's a singer from Punjab. And then I came back and then I saw some of his songs. And then one of his songs I know with that which are old school,
constantly
old
plays his
school.
songs, yeah.
He's huge. Why delay Devajyoti Datta? Just to let you know, Devajit Datta, that
Nikhil
till the
misplaced.
game starts.
Nikhil misplaced his.
No, also because our whole schedule went. I wasn't supposed to be here. The TV show would have been on.
Yeah, if
the
not
TV
for
show got
the-
dropped.
And Ricky Patel is saying, आज तो गरबा हो जाए.
हो जाएगा
गरबा.
Let's see.
Gujarat.
Hey, hello. Indeed. Hey, hello.
But you were going to wear a suit, and so were you.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I was wearing a suit, but the TV show got dropped because of Sidhu
Sidhu
Moosewala's.
Moosewala.
Yeah, we got to know that last minute. It was like,
So I might as well change from my suit to Gujarat. Since Gujarat sent me a jersey with my name on it, should wear it. Now, like he's wearing
Can you
Rajasthan.
see? What's your
Yeah,
name? Nikhil Naz.
Yeah, but they've only said Nikhil, na one.
Acha, Naz, I mean, since your surname is Naz, are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
he's secular.
Actually, I'm very secular. It doesn't matter what I am. But there's a story behind my surname. I'm a Punjabi actually.
We're all yours. Tell us.
Yeah, I thought I'd use that for my vlog someday. I don't want to give them away. It's a very interesting story.
Okay. Totally shattered. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Kushal Khurana.
Totally shattered.
Kushal Khurana. How Andrew Singh? Andrew Singh doesn't leave you,
Another secular guy.
which is
Rajwade जीतेंगे. Rajwades are from.
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan.
Yeah.
Raje Rajwade.
That is not expected of you, Rahul.
What?
Rajwade.
So it took me a bit of time.
You've been a big supporter.
He doesn't know that.
Rajwada is a what do you call a slang maybe.
Nahin,
Rajwade
Rajwada means
बोलते हैं.
No, it's not slang.
Like-
Rajwade.
you know
Rajwada is not a
पुराने families जो होते हैं और you know royal families,
in
yeah.
Rajasthan. Yeah.
Rajwada.
Yes.
Hey guys.
So he's saying, Andrew Singh, you didn't answer. How's your neck sprain? He asked you.
Absolutely fine.
Better.
So now I can watch the match and watch
Yeah.
the show also.
Rahul Dixit says, guys, you're late, but worth the wait. We're
Thank
not
you.
late. Today the match is
Technically, the
starting.
match is starting late, so why
Yeah,
should we
match
come
is
on
starting
We
early?
thought you
8
might as
o'clock.
well watch Ranveer Singh jumping.
Maybe you.
Arey, he was dancing here. You were saying he was jumping around.
He was jumping.
He was jumping around afterwards, after a point.
So I thought.
No, the best part about the ceremony for me was watching all the singers lip sync. My favorite part of it. They all lip sync, of
Yeah.
course.
But minus ones. No? Where everything, it's.
Half the people I can't even recognize who they are. To be very honest, of course.
A.R. Rahman to you.
No, I said half the people. There were
Who were there
20
apart?
people there.
There was that, what is that singer, that Duba, which is that famous.
Yeah. Silk Route.
Silk Route, who's that?
Mohit Chauhan.
Mohit Chauhan, yes, sir.
Mohit Chauhan,
Fantastic singer.
A.R. Rahman, Ranveer Singh. That's it.
No, those are the ones who most people would recognize.
And there were other
and all
singers also, I think, alongside A.R. Rahman.
Click on the Australian dollars, yeah.
Dollar bills.
Australian dollars.
Oh.
AB Sam says, finished my
Moosewala.
12-hour shift at the hospital, was really excited about the final and opened Twitter and saw the news of Moosewala's death, feeling numb. You're right, actually, AB Sam. We were also quite shocked. Actually, I'll just tell you what happened. We were preparing the TV show, I was about to go, and then somebody said, "Arey, some Punjabi singer is being shot, so we have to delay." And I was fighting that, so what, yeah, you can't take our show away, we have to do it. And then that went on for 5 minutes, then I heard the name. Then I wasn't surprised. I was like, yeah, my show deserves to go. It deserves to go.
In fact, this was I think half an hour back when we got to know about this. Half an hour back, I was there with the general news. Somebody just shouted, "There's been a gang war in Punjab." I just looked at him. I thought, Punjab gang war must have been. Then came this news that Sidhu Moosewala has been shot dead.
I'm sure for political reasons.
Yeah.
He's
Interestingly, his security was withdrawn just yesterday.
Just yesterday. Yeah.
But see, I can't, at least I am not an expert to say whether it was political reasons or the other.
I mean,
But they can blame it on something at least
Yeah,
now.
I
The
think-
security was removed and this happened.
Gurkaran,
He's saying ages since Rauja spoke Hindi on YouTube. Gurkaran, that's not true. On my vlog, he's talking in Hindi only. Vlog will be up soon.
IPL final day.
IPL final day. We'll try and relive the IPL final.
playing at Ahmedabad 23. Yeah, that's true. Sonak Ghosh is saying it would give me goosebumps to see India playing at Ahmedabad in 2023 World Cup final and winning. What an atmosphere it would be. Absolutely, if India does make it to the final, and of course they will.
Shivam, have
Even
you got
prior
a-
to Narendra Modi
Harbhajan
Stadium
Singh
2011, the
connection through?
quarterfinal Motera
Is it true?
atmosphere was so electric.
Can we go to him now?
1.2 lakhs.
Okay.
Yes, Pankaj, RR will win. WILL.
Do you think Rajasthan Royals would be able to, replay their fine play?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
What?
This is
And this could be a disadvantage that GT is in their hometown now
disadvantage for.
RR.
See, I'm sure the crowd there in Ahmedabad will support, majority of the crowd, I'm saying, majority of the crowd will support
Gujarat Titans.
the home team, the local team. But then you also have to factor in that Rajasthan, they've played a game here. Gujarat, they haven't played a single game as of now. But I don't know whether it is.
But
going to
there's
make
that
too much of a
comfort that we are among people who are
Backing
our
us.
own kind,
Yeah,
backing
it
us.
does make a difference.
I mean, the whole crowd. The stadium can house 1 lakh.
1.2 lakhs.
Yeah, 1.2 lakh people.
Biggest in the world.
And in India, you never
And
know. with
are the
1.2
tickets
lakhs,
sold
you
out
can
now?
actually push in.
A few
Are the
a
tickets
couple of-
sold out or?
Yeah, they're expecting
Yeah.
a full house. It will probably be the most watched game in the history of cricket, not just IPL.
Physically.
In terms of attendance in the stadium.
Yeah.
All right, ever since it has opened.
No, in the history of cricket,
History of cricket. Within all time.
Reasons?
all time, because of the capacity. So most
of the
Never had a
people.
ground or a venue where.
And since COVID restrictions have also been
Correct.
lifted, now people would be excited to
So
watch the
100%
match.
attendance allowed. So if 1.2 lakh people do turn up, then that will be the biggest thing. Do we have Harbhajan Singh online? Do we? Sorry?
How free are cricketers
He's
must be
patching.
feeling since
So,
the
tell me
restrictions
when you are
have
ready.
been
Yep.
lifted?
I mean, see, this is the third largest you would look at for sports as far as capacity is concerned in the world. Third largest, Narendra Modi Stadium. The first, I think, Shane was the old Maracana.
Yeah, he's through.
2
I
lakh?
Yeah, it was 2 lakh plus.
2 lakh plus.
Imagine.
The old Maracana.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah,
Maracana.
I've been to the new Maracana.
Yeah, that's
I watched the game.
a lot of the sheen of the
I
old
watched
Yeah.
Brazil play Germany.
7-1.
No, I saw the Olympic final.
Olympic final.
They
Yeah.
won gold and Neymar scored.
Well, that was in
I can't
the-
tell you, it's crazy. And it was crazy because it was like revenge for them after that loss. They're at the stadium, and then there were just some couples I saw. we had got like infants to the ground with so much noise. But that kid was also sitting aram se watching. I was like, it's in their blood only, football.
Yep.
One little kid also sitting watching football at Maracana in Rio.
And imagine
In the
what must-
favelas of Brazil.
Favelas.
The favelas.
with those
Those are the
vuvuzelas
slums.
in South Africa.
I was there in South Africa. Vuvuzela was the most irritating thing.
Exactly.
And when I was there, everyone used to call me from here. Please get
What
me
did you
one.
say? What is it?
Vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzela.
These were these like bhoku.
Trumpet, plastic trumpet.
And literally the only noise that came from it was
Plastic
pong. That's it. It's literally it.
Buzzing sort of a sound.
No, buzzing was long.
After a
But
point in
it
time,
was
it became
good on
very
TV.
irritating.
Oh, it was irritating on
In
TV too.
stadium in person, I was in the stadium and whatever, 50, 60,000.
I think we had those on our tables also when these ENBA awards happened. So they were placed on each table and
No, what
you
was
know,
the size?
very small.
No,
but
no, no, no. They are like
They had
here, this tall. So that
Acha.
pole is like that tall, and they had this really. People loved it because they heard it on the stadium, and there was still a hum. And so when I was coming back to India from South Africa, it became popular, synonymous
Yes.
with that. Everyone said, "Get me a vuvuzela," and I was like, "It is the most irritating thing in the world."
and at least
I
I have one at my
yeah,
house. I'll
when
bring
you
it
hear it
for our
on
next
TV,
show.
at
obviously,
least
you
I had
sound
only
to
heard
it.
the word vuvuzela before
But in
that.
person,
Yeah, neither.
somebody sitting next to you do it. Yeah,
I have it at home. I'll bring it
irritates
for
the
our
hell
next
out of you.
For our next show, I'll bring it. I have it at home.
You got it.
And it's a technique, by the way, how to blow it also. It's not simple, like you have to practice.
Like there is a technique of smoking, like for the beginners.
I don't know. I've never smoked.
Yeah.
I have never. So I wouldn't.
You don't smoke and you never smoked. Oh, okay. I've tried it.
Never.
If you call shisha smoking and smoking,
Smoking is smoking. Smoke whatever.
You will get a strike on the.
Exactly.
whatever.
Oh, yes, Harbhajan Singh here. Shivam. He is here. Okay, Bhajupa. Very warm welcome to you. And since it's going to be a battle of the Rajasthan spinners versus some good batting of Gujarat, and since you are a spinner of repute, the first thing I want to know from you, I was just looking at some stat in the two matches that these two teams have played. 16 overs that Ashwin and Yuzi Chahal bowled, they've only picked up 1 wicket of Gujarat Titans. What do you think? Where did they go wrong, and what do you think they need to do to rectify it so that today they can pick plenty of wickets in that middle phase? Bhajupa?
Have to bowl in tandem. I think they have to bowl in tandem. That is one thing. And the second thing is obviously we need to understand last two surfaces they have got was totally different sort of surfaces than what they've been playing. In Mumbai they were playing on red soil. Where obviously red soil will help you to get that spin out of this pitch. But last two games in Calcutta and in Ahmedabad, they played on black soil. Black soil is a harder soil which doesn't allow the ball to spin as much as red soil does. So it becomes a little more difficult for spinners to spin the ball on such soil. But having said that, as a good spinner, you need to get your head together and learn the art, to spin on any sort of wicket. But I think Ashwin have got that. With the chair, they have got that understanding how to bowl on black soil. How to get the ball to spin. You probably have to bowl a little slower in the air and put more runs on the ball to get the ball spin. And that's probably something they will also be looking to do to get those wickets in their column, which they haven't been doing, from last 2 games.
Thank you.
Okay,
But they have to bowl in tandem.
Okay, Baji.
We know. We got it. We got it.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Plenty more to ask Harbhajan Singh. But before that, the big news coming out of Ahmedabad is that Rajasthan, Sanju Samson on a roll, 2 tosses on a roll.
Important tosses when it mattered the most.
But the shocker is
He chose to bat.
he has chosen to bat first. And as Aditi pointed out earlier, teams chasing do better, isn't
Yeah,
it?
data suggests that whoever chooses to chase in the
look
final
at, all the finals.
should win.
Yeah, let's look at all the
Okay,
finals.
quickly, Siri, tell us about finals.
2008 Rajasthan won the title by chasing. 2009 Deccan won the title by defending. 2010 CSK won the title defending.
2.
2011 defending against
Three.
RCB. 2012 Kolkata chasing. 2013 Mumbai defending.
4-2,
2014 Kolkata chasing.
4-3.
2015 MI winning the defending. They defended, na 203.
So 4 all.
2015.
4 all.
2016 SRH won defending.
5-4.
2017 MI won defending, 1 run.
6-4.
2018 CSK won chasing Watson 100.
Yeah.
6-5.
2019 Mumbai won defending.
7-5.
2020 Mumbai won chasing.
7-6.
2021 Chennai won
Chasing.
defending.
Oh yes, they defended.
8-5.
So teams that have defended
Yes.
8-5.
Okay, so mostly teams that are defender, that means batting first is what helps you win. City just
8-5.
did 8-5 or something. I
8-5.
may have missed match, but predominantly teams that have batted first have won. Okay, that's what just looking at all finals tells you. That may be the reason why he's gone. But what the shocking thing is, this Gujarat team would be so happy to have lost the toss, because had they won, there is no chance that they would have batted first.
Yeah,
In the pressure game last time, they beat Rajasthan, they won the toss, they decided to chase, and this entire season, whenever they have chased, they've done well. You know that I did a Sunil Gavaskar interview this morning, and
Yeah, please go.
so Sunny Bhai this morning, which is now up on Sports Today, you can check out. Sunil Gavaskar has previewed the entire game for us, and he said that I picked Gujarat as favourite. The only way that this will be a close contest, it will depend on the toss. And if Gujarat are not chasing, they're batting first, then it becomes very even, Steven. So now you've allowed them to do what they would.
I think 7 out of 8 times when Gujarat, when they've chased, they've managed to win.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That is but okay.
Because I tell you why, he explained.
It may
He said
not-
why. He says because this Gujarat team is not very sure of how to approach when batting first, as in what is a good total to put on board. So they're not. But they're very good at, once you put the total, they know, okay, I can get to it in this manner.
Yeah.
So they would have loved to have chased. Bad call, I think, by Rajasthan.
But
Chase,
still,
indeed.
going by the record, the history of IPL finals, and secondly, it's a big match. It's a final.
Even last match was a big match
No, I understand. Last match
between these two teams.
No, that was you.
But Hardik chose to.
Yeah.
I think last to last match, the match that these two
These two teams
played
only I'm
against
talking
each
about.
other
Qualifier
wasn't as big as the last game.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
you still had a chance, you
Alright.
had an opportunity to play again. So I think, but fair enough. I still agree. I'll go with what Sanju
Hardik
Samson.
Pandya is saying that we would have bowled first. This is
Told you.
fantastic to see. So
Yeah, of course you would have bowled first.
They
coming to
They should have done the toss.
They're
They should have spoken to captain. What do you want to do?
Ferguson, by the way,
done.
comes in for Alzari Joseph.
That's what I'm saying.
Unexpected.
But I think this makes their team stronger.
It does.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Especially,
wanting something and then getting it, obviously, boosts
losing
your
the toss.
And that's despite losing the toss.
Who
So
cares about
everybody is happy.
losing? They
Everybody
really
is
wanted
happy.
to.
Rajasthan, they wanted to bat first. They are batting
got
first.
it, yeah.
Gujarat, they wanted to chase. They're chasing. As simple as that.
Captain Hardik speaking to his team, motivating them. That's something that he's done fantastically well this season.
Absolutely.
So great to see that. By the way, talking about Hardik Pandya, we have Bhajupa with us. Shivam. So Hardik Pandya was just talking about him giving his team a good pep talk. So the interesting bit is, if there's Hardik Pandya on one side who's a match winner, then you've got Joss Butler on the other side who's a match winner. Who do you think between Joss Butler and Hardik Pandya will be more crucial to the chances of his team today? Bhajupa, what do you think?
I don't want to say this, but okay.
I'll go with Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
Yesterday he went with Butler though.
Let him finish.
Sorry, Paji.
And just batters as well. I think he's been one of those top leader. After we came to this point after 14-15 game, whatever we see, whatever small little we have seen him. He's been a true leader for the team. He came to bat at number 3. He also bowled in the overs. And there were a lot of speculations whether he's fit enough to bowl. And he cleared all the exams and he came out as the captain. So for me, Hardik Pandya, it's a great sort of mind. We lost a great player. Afterwards, there were a lot of speculation also to get his place back.
Everything right today.
But the kind of things he has done, he won everyone's faith. Not just as a batter, but as an all-rounder. And captain as well. He's putting his case right up there with all the other captains who would be captaining India going forward.
Okay, Pajupa, finally, I know you have right now assignment with the broadcaster as well, and you're doing all that. So we'll have to let you go. But before I let you go, can I take one final word from you? I know it's a very close game between Butler and Hardik. You've gone with Hardik being more crucial. But overall, between Rajasthan and Gujarat, having considered everything, who do you think holds the edge?
I think Gujarat have got a lot more match winner in their team. They have 10 different match winner or man of the matches in their team rather than they RR have done well to get to this place, but majority of the work is done by Josh Butler and bowling department is with the JL and Brentwood up to some extent. Whereas Gujarat Titans have own match winners, they have done well as a team, they played like a team. So I think Gujarat Titans will have the edge, but obviously toss will be also very, very important. Let's see who wins the toss. Whoever will win the toss will have slightly edge on the side. But knowing Gujarat Titans, they will be looking to get Butler out. If they able to get Butler out, they know that they have done the job, which can take the game away from them. So Butler will be important for Rajasthan's point of view, and also from Gujarat Titans' point of view, Butler will be important. Getting out early will probably give them a lot of confidence going forward. At the same time, if Butler gets set, RR will be very sitting there and knowing that it's okay.
Okay.
But Juba, I think because you're live, you may not know, Rajasthan Royals, they've already won the toss and they've elected to bat first. So, to let him go.
Yeah, he has to go there. Thank you so much, Bajupa, for joining us.
Wear your jacket for the show. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, he will. He look nice and smart. Lost. Shiva, naughty boy.
We've been having a lot of Zoom.
Let's go down to the bottom of this thing. So, how does it make you feel, Rahul Rawat? Harbhajan Singh has picked between Butler and Hardik. He's picked Hardik Pandya.
But I'll tell you,
between Rajasthan and Gujarat, he's picked Gujarat.
Because I'll tell you, I was listening to him very carefully. That is because of his friends in the team. See, he has won a World Cup with Gary Kirsten. Gary Kirsten was his coach.
Ashish Nehra.
Ashish Nehra is his dear friend, and he made it very clear because of Ashish Nehra.
But he has friends in Rajasthan, Ashwin and him.
Ashwin and him, they're two different generations.
But they have friends. They've been complimentary.
In fact,
about each other's performance all the time.
If I remember correctly, Bhajubai in fact went on his show, on his YouTube channel.
Yes,
Ashwin's.
that's why I said. So he has friends on the other side also, and they've always been, praising each other's performance of how good each other are. So he's got friend Ashwin also in Rajasthan, but he still picked Gujarat. So don't hide behind that logic. Maybe he's gone with a better team.
I think both the teams are evenly matched. You asked him a question right at the start about the spinners.
Yes.
Shubman Gill and Ridhiman Saha. They both actually, if they last that period of first 6 overs, they can be very effective. I think Gujarat, they have the kind of batting lineup that can actually negotiate or negate the spin factor from Rajasthan, which majority of the teams have not been able to. And this team, this Gujarat team, they've done it consistently, at least for the last 2 matches that they both have played against each other. But still, it doesn't matter.
No, but both the teams have put in so much faith. Both the captains have put in so much faith in their teams that they've hardly made any changes. And obviously, they depend on their teams to take them.
And Aditi, I think what you said, not too many changes for both the teams. This is one of the factors for both these teams.
Yeah, because that gives a player so much confidence also and faith also. They think that we are trusted, they have faith in us, and no shuffling would happen. True. And if it hasn't happened, then
And Nikhil actually did an interview day before yesterday. He did an interview with David Miller, who is a very talented player, talented batsman, South African. He's been a part of IPL setup for quite a long time. This is exactly what he also said, that
12
earlier,
seasons.
earlier I was not even sure, whether I'm there in the 11 or not. Not just with him, in fact with a lot of other players.
Yeah.
And this time he knows that these number of matches I'm going to play. Liam Livingston. He was there in Rajasthan last year. Barely played. Unfortunately, because you also had players like
Ben Stokes, remember?
Ben Stokes was also there. So it was a little difficult. But then the sooner you figure out your best combination, the better it is. The teams, Mumbai Indians finished right at the bottom. I think that was Mumbai Indians should be the team to have made most number of changes, if I'm not wrong.
Probably
Kolkata Knight Riders.
They tried the entire squad.
Finished
Hanji.
7th, 8th,
Seventh.
8th, I think.
8th.
8th.
Huh?
So same is the case with CSK. Every other team.
Ah.
I think the two best teams are playing the final.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sidhu Moosewala.
No doubt about that.
Singer.
And
Punjabi
Harbhajan was
singer.
talking about the pitch also. So I think 3 matches. This is the third match being played at Motera.
Third, right?
Yeah, but this is not
So-
fresh pitch, so
Yeah.
like, it's going to play out very differently.
Exactly.
But ho gaya
So
drop.
how
Second
shall we
match.
predict
Second
that?
match.
Second
drop.
match.
Second match, not third match.
Yeah. The
Second.
first two
All
playoffs
right.
were played there.
Yeah.
Kolkata,
Last
yeah.
match
even
and
then
this
it's a
match.
different pitch, so we could be seeing something, a little different this time around compared to what we
So
saw last time.
Rajasthan
The same
won the
pitch or
toss
No, I think
and
they're
they
doing
decided
a
to bat.
fresh pitch.
It's a fresh pitch.
And it's drier,
Yes,
this
that's
pitch.
it.
Although
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was on the comments asking if I'm watching the
Okay.
Monaco Grand Prix. I'm offended by you because you're absolutely correct. It's on my phone right now.
Oh.
No, the race it started late and I would
Rain.
be doing the live for it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, let's multitask for you guys and for me.
Everything's been late today. Even in the Asia Cup hockey, the Super 4 game between India and Malaysia, there were so many referrals and so many appeals for a replay that instead of finishing at 6:30, it finished at 6:50. India was just,
Very normal, I think.
yeah, but still, last 2 minutes extended to 12 minutes if you had to look at it.
Yeah.
Can we go down, Shivam?
Not taking it.
Okay, Sona Ghosh says, Nikhil sir, think the pressure is so much in a final, runs on board is important. I agree with you. Also, the wicket is used and dry and may help Yuzi and Ashwin in the second half. Could be, but it tends to get slightly better in the second half in the west of the country because of sort of dry conditions. That second half slightly better, but again you're giving away to the strength of, okay, fair enough that they're playing to their strength, which is batting first. Maybe Rajasthan feel confident of that, but you're playing also into the hands of the strength of the other team.
Yeah.
Today, as Hardik Pandya said at the toss, he would have loved to have chased, and you gave him to do that. That's their comfort zone. So they are in their comfort zone, they will play in their comfort zone. You're allowing to do that, also looking at your comfort zone. So I think it's a catch-22. Either way, you could be right, you
Yeah,
could
do
be
you
wrong.
want to plot for your own strengths, plot for the opponent's weaknesses? There's no right answer here.
Yes.
It's a case of what
And-
gets pulled off on a given day.
And last match that these two teams played, I think Rajasthan scored somewhere in close to 180 odd runs.
189.
189?
Yeah.
189, 88, I think.
189.
Yeah. So Gujarat actually chased that down pretty.
3 balls to spare.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they-
easily.
6-6-6, Killer Miller.
Yeah, and the first game also they played. In that also, the Hardik Pandya was the standout performer, getting runs in both games that they've done well. So he clearly loves playing against
No, but
Rajasthan.
I think Rajasthan Royals played the game last time also in this stadium, and it's the first
Yeah,
time
against
for
RC.
these guys.
Yeah.
So could that be detrimental?
Yeah, so I asked Mr. Gavaskar this question. So, but if you look at it, both teams have one advantage, one disadvantage. So let's say Gujarat's advantage is home support in
Yeah.
the stadium. Disadvantages, they've not played at this ground
Yeah.
before. For Rajasthan, the disadvantage is no home support, but the advantage is they played here. So what would you rather have in that condition? And Mr. Gavaskar actually picked that I would have been better off in Rajasthan's position, where
Yes.
I would have. Look how happy he is.
No, I'll take
Right, for everything that Harbhajan Singh said, you had a counter, but this it falls in your what you. Yes, he's
Echo
right.
chambers, don't
Ah,
worry.
exactly.
No, no, yeah, you finish first.
So he says that rather because you know how the pitch will behave, how the bounce is going to be, they will be more accustomed to the condition. But the advantage now, again, now I say, this is why if you had put Gujarat to bat they would have been tentative. They wouldn't know. Hardik anyway said in the previous game when these two teams played, he said that the reason I'm chasing is because I don't know the conditions there at Eden Gardens. I want to see how it will play out and then we'll chase. Now what you've done is, now if you're batting first, that will help a Gujarat team to assess the conditions.
Yes.
And so they come out and so what you should have done is, you knew the ground before, right? They don't know. Put them into bat first.
Yeah.
But they did not.
I think two things probably influence Sanju's decision. One, they want to win it for the first Royal. That's
No, but what is that got to do with batting or
the
bowling?
Australian
Obviously, Shane wouldn't
mentality. The
have
Australian
told them.
mentality is put bat first in any kind of knockout game. Bat first.
Yes.
Put scoreboard pressure.
I
But
think
they went
that's the-
chasing also.
Yeah, that's a stretch. I'm sorry.
2015 World Cup final at the MCG, I was there, it was built up.
Yeah, but
and
then they lost
Brendan
the toss,
McCullum gets
no.
it on his danda first
And
over,
that's
game's
over.
finished.
No, but they lost the toss. New Zealand chose to bat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They chase now.
No, whenever Australia wins the toss, they chose to bat.
Australia,
in a big game
that
condition.
Australian team would have won batting, chasing.
Yeah.
whatever.
No, but
What happened
also-
in 2011 World Cup? India were chasing. They batted first, na knockout game Australia.
Yeah, but then
2011 World Cup quarter final.
India inserted Australia in.
Ah,
no?
but so they
Ah.
batted first. They got what they
Well,
wanted.
that is
What
it.
happened?
And trust me, this is the biggest ground in terms of area also, boundaries also. But trust me, when it comes to dimension in a big ground, it is very difficult to calculate your where exactly you want your fielder to be.
Yes.
And it's not just, and it happens with the smaller grounds also, with bigger grounds also. So maybe I would agree with you that you could have asked them to bat first because they won't know the conditions, how the pitch would behave or is behaving. But even while they are fielding, I think that is also a very tricky sort of a thing, that where exactly you want to place your fielder. Maybe Rajasthan has that edge over Gujarat.
Anyway,
Okay, but I wanted to understand that no matter how skilled a player, a cricketer is, yet these conditions play a bigger role, because could lights, because a lot was said about Motera's lights, floodlights last year. I think Virat Kohli had mentioned that the floodlights might be a problem. They blind you while
That
playing.
was in that day and night test.
Yeah, that was
last year.
England India
Yes,
Test
England.
series.
Yes. So
Yes,
that was so why he had mentioned it was a day and night test match, and he said that what happens, there is this phase in the middle where it's twilight, where the lights are changing, and when the floodlights are coming on, and because you started in the daytime when there's no floodlight in the sun, and then you move on to night. So he said that twilight period is where there is a confusion
Natural
between
and
natural and
artificial.
artificial. But
All
today
right.
there's no problem
But
because
that
you're
is-
It's
under
gonna
light.
start under lights
That is
only.
difficult for the batsman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That period is more difficult for a batsman rather than a fielder. And as far as IPL is concerned, don't worry about the fielding. What we've
It's
seen,
been bad,
what
yeah.
we've seen so far, it's been pretty bad.
They have that ring light, right? They don't have those towering floodlights at Motera.
Like
right?
in,
No, they do.
In Dubai.
Like
It's in
in-
Dubai, right? The Ring of Fire.
Yeah, but here they don't have towering. I mean, old Motera would, but I don't know.
Motera had,
Yeah,
but this one doesn't have.
Acha, I haven't seen that. But also because you've got that structure now where you can have the lights then on the structure, which will be very high anyway.
Yeah.
Mehraj rule says that hello all, it's going to be Gujarat's day today. I've already ordered dhoklas.
Class.
Good idea, man.
Yeah.
And
Fafdas
Rajwa
and
Studio
dhokla.
also.
Order Fafda and Chota Bhai Gatia also. That makes up a-
He's already eaten some Rajasthani mithai. What was that lying on our desk? What is that called? Ghevar.
What is line?
Ghevar.
Gaver was lying.
Yeah.
We had them yesterday only. So.
Famous
Ghevar
food
has
like
already
Jodhpur.
reached our office.
Jaipur and Jodhpur, famous Ghevar.
Yeah.
Akshay Kumar instance.
Yeah, he was there. He's
He
there.
was there, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
promoting
Akshay Kumar
Prithviraj.
instance.
No.
Yeah.
Go down,
Prithviraj.
Shivam.
Oh
bottom.
yeah, possible.
Yeah, his film is releasing and Rajasthan
Promoting
is playing
Prithviraj with
Prithviraj.
BCCI Secretary Jaisha.
Yes.
Prithviraj. Wasn't he
The
from
best kind of promotion.
Rajasthan? So the whole connection Rajasthan has reached, all of that.
Yeah, he's
Smart
making
marketing.
Best use of the situation.
कहीं भी रोक दो.
By the way, a team that has finished second in the points table has
Has-
won most of the IPL trophies.
See?
If you have to look
Yes,
at it.
since 2012 if I'm not
2011.
wrong. 2011.
Yes.
So which
Just
team are you
once-
supporting today? Very
Yeah,
important
I
for
think
us to know.
Yeah, that's it, because I'll pick the exact opposite.
No, today what will happen is you guys choose first. Today let me
We already know what you
We've
have
already decided. See, I am.
we
least
all know that he's in Rajasthan Royals
And
favor.
he's also his is also not
Yeah.
his guy.
See,
She's supporting RCB.
already
Okay, Deepesh Vyas says, is 190 a winning total considering the ground dimensions and a big final? I think 190, I think 170 could be a winning total because pressure, big ground, all things, final 170 also could be a dangerous total here.
190, I will be very happy. Rajasthan Royals will be very happy, and everybody will be very happy.
yeah, but I mean, again, that's not insurmountable. Kolkata have won 2 titles, 12-14. Both were won by chasing in excess of 190.
Yes.
Both. So you can do it. It's not impossible.
You can, but once you put 190 on the board, you would.
Yeah, pressure.
Yeah, confident.
As an
Of
outsider,
That
you
adds
would
pressure.
say, as
indeed.
an outsider,
As soon as it goes beyond 170.
Yeah.
as an outsider, you would
Absolutely.
say no, they've got a good target, but
Answer this, what Simone Abraham's asking as a RR supporter, you must say. Do you think this win it for Wani will bring pressure on Rajasthan?
No, I think the fact that they haven't won it since
exactly.
2008
And
will bring more
secondly,
pressure on
and
them.
win it for Wani was it didn't start yesterday or a match before the playoffs. They had announced this right before the season
Began.
exactly.
Yep.
So doesn't I don't
Pro
think it should
Klena,
matter.
please.
Forever
One is
the
not going
first
to come
Royal.
back and
So will Modi come or not? Superstars, Sanchit has asked.
Don't
No,
think so.
no. Prime
it's
Minister
not confirmed.
Modi is not
PM
expected
won't be
to
there.
come.
The HM is here though.
Home Minister, Sports Minister, both.
Well, he was
No,
here.
I don't think the
Sports
Home
Minister
Minister has
is
also
there.
reached here because I heard that he
Sports
did.
Minister too is confirmed.
Home Minister, I'm not sure because what I heard was that he was very close to the ground today. May not be at the ground. Did you see him at the function? No, so I'm not
very
sure.
fleeting glimpses.
no, but even if the Home Minister does come, he's not going to sit there for the entire 3 hours.
No, but I'm saying, did you see him
No,
till now?
I don't know.
So I'm not
whether
100% sure. We don't know.
Even I'm not
For sure. Just stop. What does Bahar Ali saying? Bahar Ali joins us from Pakistan, says tonight is going to be a statement night from Shubman Gill and Samson to score runs in front of BCCI dignitaries and ask them that why they are not in the T20
Imagine if
spot.
Samson lifts the trophy. I mean, never mind, we're scoring runs. If he's lifting the trophy, then there's going to be a lot of people asking that question. I'm not saying I agree with the statement. I'm just saying a lot of people will ask that question.
And you have to pat his back. Last season only he was made the captain and he's
Had a torrid beginning, but
he's
he's
taken into the
bounced
final.
back. Yep.
Whatever said and done.
Yep.
If Sanju scored good runs, what is the chance of getting into Indian team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
no.
so. Not happening. Sanju's runs now, no.
7 years, 13 chances he had, he didn't capitalize, and unfortunately, his period was with both MS Dhoni and Rishabh Pant. So,
Yeah, coincided,
unfortunately, he's lost that opportunity. He may have to wait for a very, very, very long time.
There
What
are
if he
few
scored a
just
century today?
No, still no.
Even though.
No. The depth is too much in the Indian team currently, in all departments.
Somebody, Big Boy says Ravi Shastri in the commentary box after 5 years. That's true, actually.
Yeah.
His booming voice we heard right at the
Well, now I just
opening ceremony.
Now I just waiting to hear Trace a Bullet on commentary.
Anurag Thakur is there.
Anurag Thakur.
There we go.
रोक लो यार कहीं पे शिवम. Oh, you missed a super chat. Oh, terrible. Oh.
So courage.
Su- oh, yaar, leave it now. Come
Shut
down.
up. If they can resend it, it's alright.
Ah,
ST is definitely. That's a
Rohan
good one.
Raj.
That's a good one. Thank you.
What does that even mean?
The Avengers
ST
are coming
definitely
together.
Avengers or
He's not a superhero fan.
Okay, so the Avengers is basically what? Collection of superheroes, right? So it's like one big super team of.
We are all superheroes.
Yes, we all have our own
So
unique
nice,
powers,
yeah.
and
Very
we'll all just
sweet.
come together. That's the.
So sweet of you, Rohan Raj, for saying that. Now can we go to the bottom? Vignesh is saying, where is Siddhant? Siddhant will come in the midway rotate. We can only fit in five people.
We
So
don't have
we'll
those many
rotate.
stools.
we'll rotate.
Rather than Kumar Sangakkara and Gary Kirsten, I would say it was Sangakkara and Malinga, if we have to look at it. The exchange that they had, imagine, apart from Malinga, Sangha has never had a chance to be in the IPL final, right? This is first in any form, if I may say, capacity.
Yeah, I don't think he's made. He wasn't there in Kings 11 most of the time. So no.
Yeah. Kings 11.
When did they ever make a final? 2014. He wasn't there. So.
Taken charges also, yeah.
Soumya Bharda says Sanju will be selected not as a wicket keeper but as a backup opener instead of Kishan.
Sanju Samson can make it to the Indian team for the T20 World Cup, but then you'll have to make a huge sacrifice.
In what way?
Either Pant as a Rishabh Pant as
Dropping.
a horror season, only after that.
No. He is getting to something else. Let him explain.
I think I got it.
Make
And that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
so spell it now.
Unfortunately
What
for
is the
Sanju
sacrifice?
Samson,
Are just tell
fortunately for Indian.
what sacrifice you want the Indian team to make.
No,
Tell
I'm not
them.
saying. I'm saying tomorrow, just in case Virat decides that I'm not going. I think let's call it a day as far as T20 is concerned. T20 international T20 is concerned. Then maybe Sanju Samson is a very good number 3. He can be a very good batsman at that particular position. But Sanju Samson was there. He was given an opportunity, and it's not the end of the road. By the way, Sanju Samson is not a 35 or a 37-year-old person who just cannot make it back into the team.
To be fair, the 37-year-old just got a call back recently.
Exactly.
So,
Who?
DK.
Oh, DK, yeah. I thought Ridhiman Saha is also back.
नहीं.
Huh? So, and it's not.
Why can't Ridhiman Saha also come back?
But he's been already told.
He was told to retire.
But you will have to. If he smashes 100 like he did
By the
with
way,
Kings 11 Punjab.
he has once. But what
That's what I'm saying. Like he did with.
What was the result?
They lost.
Yeah.
I'll remember that knock very well.
They lost.
KKR against it, they lost. No?
I know.
So, Sanju Samson, as much as I would want to see Sanju Samson in the Indian team, it looks a little difficult, but not the end of the road. And by the way, even this is not written anywhere that that DK will go to Australia for the T20
Yeah, of
World
course.
Cup.
He's just been called back for this particular.
Yes.
Absolutely. Miraj would also know why are you two supporting RCB tonight?
Color
Just
coordination.
because I want to.
I got
She's a Virat fan. Or not.
I got a new shirt today.
UJ.
New shirt.
Wow, someone really has that.
Showing off.
He's
Yeah.
coming straight from the Louis Philippe showroom.
Yeah.
So yes, West Indies and Zimbabwe today.
Okay, the Ricky Patel is saying, Chalo bhai, prediction, he's already picked. Pradeep Srivatsan says 158 for 7 and GT winning.
As long as Siri supports RR, so I think he'll flip if you know that the.
Don't make your
Ricky
prediction.
Patel has gone with
Don't make a
163.
prediction.
Perfect.
163 for Ricky Patel. What do you say?
Will talk in extremes. So you people.
200
I'll
something
start,
coming
I'll
up.
start.
Coming
So-
up 200 something.
Yes, I think RR will get 183 and RR will win.
Good boy. Good boy.
And
No,
I
I'm-
will win.
Yeah, I'm backing them for one small reason. Shane Bond, my namesake, I was actually named after him.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
true
really?
story. Yeah.
So why did
Oh.
you change the spelling?
I don't know. That's a very good
So
question.
emotional reasons.
Yeah, both my
Logical.
parents were fans of him. They named me after
Yeah,
him.
and very good call to be
I
very
know.
honest. It's a very good call.
Okay.
Later.
He's
No,
good holding
please.
it.
Score
So
to
we
you can,
know
score to
about
you
these
can.
two. You tell us now.
You don't have to tell me or tell us.
Rajasthan Royals 172, but Gujarat Titans winning.
Oh, he said it.
That's it.
I will say it.
Oh shit! Why?
Why? It's okay.
Okay, I'm supporting Gujarat Titans.
Happens.
And what do you think? How much Rajasthan going to score?
Not much. Somewhere close to 150, 160 maybe.
150.
Yesterday also.
She got it right
Yeah.
last time.
The last match she got it bang on.
Yes.
So-
Yeah,
Yeah.
very close.
Do it for Jetalal, please.
Jethalal.
I'm going with 170 for Rajasthan and of course
Rajasthan winning.
no points for guessing which team I'm supporting today.
Can
Anji,
Butler go past?
Don't tell us who's
Warner
winning, just
today?
tell us the score.
193.
190. I thought he got 220.
No, I'm being very conservative though.
Yes.
193.
Good.
Butler is 24 behind Warner for the most runs in the single season.
24, 25.
Oh,
Achha, you already got
break
one?
the internet if he gets 150 runs.
If he gets 150, goes
Yeah.
past Kohli.
The one thing we thought was never being broken also gets broken.
Mirage Rules is saying 166, Gujarat 166, and it's going to be a super over.
That's
Going
going
down.
down the leg
Rajasthan will
side.
be hero, Gujarat wins. But both the teams, if they finish at 166, it's going to be a super over then, Mirage.
Yeah, I think he means he'll be the hero in the super over. With the bat or ball?
Yes, could
No.
be. Bottom, Shivam. Okay, Cricket Cracker says 165, GT wins. Yogendra Singh says RR get 190.
Way down.
Pradeep Srivalsan now says RR 200 plus and RR winning.
Yeah.
He's very confident.
Rudresh says 196 and RR win in the super over. What a game that would be.
Man, that would be
196. You're going with Rudresh? Okay then.
Yeah. Well, the closest finals have been 1-run wins, Mumbai 2017 and 2019, and plus Rajasthan's last ball win, 2008.
Yes.
Maybe I may say even 2012, Kolkata, Chennai, that was also last over, if I may say.
Yeah, last over only. Manoj Tiwari hit a 4 in the third or fourth ball of the final over. I remember.
Dwayne Bravo, I guess.
Yes. What a moment.
Oh my god.
Karan Kumar says Joss 150.
Butler is off the mark.
Jaws, if he gets 150, I'm telling you, the internet is
But it has
broken.
gone to 225.
Very good.
More confident than you are about.
I'm being a little.
Who have teams hit 200 plus in an IPL? I think Chennai did it, no? 2011.
Chennai did in 2011.
Yeah.
And also.
MI ever
Last-
did it?
Didn't in 2014.
No,
did you go past
Yeah,
200?
KKR had to chase 200
What was
plus.
the
Yeah.
score in 2022? 21.
193 Chennai.
Same score.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
And we won by 27 runs, I guess. Right?
Aye. Shami.
I think Joss Butler would be under pressure today. I don't think the whole team, Rajasthan Royals, would be under pressure.
Well,
because they
820
lost it, last time, and
Yeah.
that adds to the pressure when, although they have reached
824
finals.
runs, I don't think he might be under that much of pressure. But yeah,
No,
an
he
IPL
just
final
made a
is a different
comeback.
beast altogether. Can do weird things. Brendan McCullum was in such great form in the semi-final. Third ball duck, as you said.
So the record has it that when he performs, and then to keep up to that score, he feels under pressure and then stops performing.
He actually performed in both games
I
against
thought he was on.
Gujarat, but they still lost.
Yes.
So, which
Yes.
is what you're saying.
He did have a lean patch.
Did
too.
he perform? No, not much against
against-
Rajasthan. Against GT last, last match.
He did.
How many runs?
Yeah,
Some
he-
70 runs.
Yes, that's good in a T20.
Yeah.
He had a lean patch in the middle of
Yes.
the IPL. Now he's
But he got
back his
against
form.
them.
Yeah.
He's got 50 plus scores, which is good in
I
both
think-
games against
and,
them.
and
But they lost.
Butler has also benefited from the fact that Yashasvi from the other end
Just goes all guns blazing.
Exactly, he has game. But today he is looking a little tentative, of course, because for a young
Big
guy,
pressure situation,
yes,
final.
for a guy like him, just
Today-
21, 20.
Today, this pitch, Shami would be slightly more dangerous than Eden. I actually expected him to be very dangerous in Eden, but the pitch wasn't as conducive. Here, see that bounce? I told you.
Bounce.
This pitch na Shami dangerous.
And
And
Very
I think
dangerous.
he's
144.7 speed.
Telling you, Shami, watch out. The man, the machine. Shall we take leave?
yeah.
Lovely. Thank you for your company. We've made our predictions.
Chalo
See
ji.
you mid innings.
Innings.
And then end of the day we'll know either you're going to do what is that, Garba, or what is the dance from
Rajasthani dance.
Bihu.
Nice.
Where I am Bihu boy, yeah.
Korean Barak.
Goes with everyone.
Bihu. Oh, Gamezy. I hope you made your teams. If you haven't, by the way, if you missed it, the best thing about Gamezy is even in the middle of the innings you can make a fresh team
Five
and play.
overs.
And 5 over slots. Don't forget.
And one final chance in the second innings.
Yeah, do that. Bye.
Vanakkam.
Bye.
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.